Ahoy there, YouTube! We're back again for more of our Gencon Bonanza Explosion Blood coverage here live at Gencon 2018. Thanks in part to all of our amazing Kickstarter backers and these spectacular companies right here who donated games for our Kickstarter, including Passport Game Studio, which we're about to talk to right now. But before we do that, do got to give some love to our sponsors, Tasty Mitchell Games, Minion Games. Click on those links. Right now, we're going to talk to Voss, the designer of the upcoming Direwild. So what is Direwild?
So Direwild is a cooperative deck-building dungeon crawler. Now, when we started this game, we thought, okay, we want to take the RPG pen and paper element of dungeon crawlers, and we want to take that into a deck builder. So the idea that the cards you buy are the kind of character you become, right? And so originally we're like, hey, I want to buy bows and arrows, I want to become a ranger, or hey, I want to buy swords and shields, I want to be a knight. It turns out that was super boring. So we changed swords and shields to turn into things like kittens and puppies, right? So these are kind of your base cards. So now you're a summoner. You're actually summoning these creatures to come into play for you. And as you go on, you get more and more creatures to go into your deck. Like you can get this ostrich, you can get a parrot, you know? And then later, you start getting some real diesel creatures. Like you can start getting a basilisk, you know? And what you'll do is you'll use them to buy creatures, and then you'll also use them to bring them into battle. And what you'll pick is, you'll pick a creature to bring into battle with you, like let's say you bring in this basilisk. You'll take your other creatures, and you'll flip them upside down, and they'll actually give their attributes to that creature. So now, you will have a talkative, fleet, feisty, wild basilisk, and he will actually be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack. He'll also be doing poison, and he'll allow your hero to move 2 extra. So the type of creatures you buy will affect the kind of character you become. On top of that, there's 10 unique characters that come with the game. Each clan has a female and a male side, and they're actually unique. They have their own clan abilities, but they are unique. They have their own individual magic abilities, and when you use them in a team dynamic, how you use your magic is really important into how you play the game, like the game type. This game comes with a miniature for each individual hero. It comes with miniatures for all the minions, and it comes with a miniature for the boss, which is Karn. Now, Karn is a summoner just like yourself, but he has corrupted himself with power. Pretty standard stuff. And so his summoned creatures are actually minions, and those are the guys you have to fight. They are like this Biff. At some point that was an animal, but he is no longer. He is a Biff. And so you'll have to go through the land, and you'll have to fight his minions and defeat them to clear the lands. And as you clear the lands, you will play various chapters. And once you clear, let's say, chapter 1, you go on to chapter 2. Now, chapter 2 has much harder minions, and it will have harder challenges. On top of that, as you go between chapters, you can take your deck, because your deck effectively is your character, and you could put them in your deck box, and you could save the game, so you could play over numerous campaigns. The last level, if you make it to the last level, is the boss himself, surrounded by his acolyte minions. And the boss has his own unique boss fight mechanics. And so it's a really tough game, and it's made to lose the first couple of times, but once you kind of get the synergies and kind of understand the best ways to kind of collaborate as a group, you'll get there. I mean, it's made to be hard, but you know, if you could win a cooperative game the first time around, you're never going to play it again.
And what was the player count on this?
It's 4 players.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. And that's coming out later this year, correct?
It is.
All right. Awesome. That sounds really cool. And I got to say, I've seen dual sex, like things like that, but I've never seen one where there's actually different skills on that. So it's like 20 different kind of.
Yeah, it really needs, it's 10 different. So there's 5 different clans. There's one we're not showing. It's a magician class.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there are 10 different characters, and they're all unique.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, that is Direwild from Passport Game Studio. If it looks like it might be a cup of tea, be sure to check that one out later this year. If you're enjoying this Gen Con coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. And in the comments below, let me know, you got any interesting story with bricks?
No.
No. When I first moved into my house, somebody threw a brick through our window and stole my wife's purse because it was just sitting on the table. Yeah, my wife was paranoid. I slept on the couch with a knife for a couple nights. I didn't know what I was thinking I was going to do.
Does knife beat brick? Does knife beat brick? I think it doesn't. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think brick beats knife.
Maybe if you're a ninja.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't think I am. I didn't think about it. Let me know in the comments below. Do you have any interesting stories with bricks? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.